What if I told you there was a business model that combined the no need for inventory like dropshipping, the scalability of Amazon FBA, and the passive income nature of affiliate marketing? A business model that allows you to sell on the biggest e-commerce platform in the world and get access to the best delivery propositions in the world too, for free. Well, that business model is creating and selling books on Amazon KDP. And while everyone has been wasting time trying to import and sell cheap products from China, this is what I've been doing for the last few years, and I've made hundreds of thousands of pounds from it. So in this video, I'm going to explain exactly what Amazon KDP is, why it's the best business model you can start in 2025, and how you can create and sell your first book in just a few hours. So what is Amazon KDP? Amazon KDP just stands for Kindle Direct Publishing and is Amazon's very own self-publishing platform that allows anyone in the world to create and sell books on Amazon. Now, one thing that's worth bearing in mind here is we are actually selling physical books, but because it's a print-on-demand business model, i.e. books only get printed once they've been ordered, we only ever create online versions of these books. We never have a physical product that we have to stock up and ship off somewhere ourselves. Everything is print on demand and sorted out by Amazon, and I'll show you exactly how that happens in just a second. But first, here are what I consider to be the 4 biggest benefits of having an Amazon KDP business. Firstly, there's extremely high earning potential. You can create as many books as you want, and they're going to be consistently selling for you over time. You also need very little money to start because you're not having to spend thousands on importing stock and then having to sort the logistics out yourself. You literally need hardly any money at all to start. You only pay once a customer has made an order. So it's very similar to the dropshipping model, but you're not actually importing anything yourself. It's only being printed on demand. And ultimately, this means you have complete location freedom. You're not tied to anywhere. You don't have a warehouse anywhere. You're just using Amazon's warehouses, and you're selling on the biggest e-commerce platform in the world. The amount of traffic you can get completely free through just being on Amazon versus having to spend a load of money on Meta ads or Instagram ads or whatever it is to direct it to your own site. You have the benefit of selling on the biggest e-commerce platform in the world. And like I say, also have access to the best delivery proposition in the world of Amazon Prime. Now, this is all well and good, but why should you listen to me as someone who's telling you about Amazon KDP? Now, this is not me selling you a course. I have a completely free 3.5-hour Amazon KDP course, which I will leave linked on screen now if you want to go ahead and watch that after you've watched this video. But I've built 2 successful Amazon KDP businesses, generating over $300,000 in book royalties and over $900,000 in book sales. So in terms of the sales number, it's just under $1 million. And my kind of cut of that sales number is $300,000. It allowed me to quit my job and move to Bali in 2022. Very cliche, I know. And now I have complete location freedom and can work from literally wherever I want to in the world because of this business model. And as you can see, just to show I'm not actually making any of this up, here are some screenshots from my actual Amazon KDP account. That's my business, Pasture Self-Publishing. 129,000 royalties on my first ever KDP account. These are royalties. This is the amount that I made. The sales number for these is actually much higher. You see a lot of gurus online pushing, these kind of business models, and they're showing sales numbers. Sales numbers doesn't mean anything because it's not the amount that you take back. This is the royalties that you actually make back. 32,000 from a single Amazon KDP book. So you can make so much money from just a single book. I actually made a brand new Amazon KDP account after a couple of years to show people it wasn't fluke, it wasn't luck, and I could build it up again from scratch. And within 9 months, I'd gone from $0 to $24,000 in royalties completely from scratch. Within that new account, I made just under £8,500 from 2 books in just their first 3 months. And I also made just under £11,000 in royalties in less than 2 weeks. So I've been there, I've done it, I know what I'm talking about, and I have the proof to show you. And hopefully after you watch this video and then go on to watch that free course, which I mentioned just a second ago, you can hopefully start working up towards these numbers too. And ultimately it's the life that it's allowed me to live that's been the best thing about it. You earn income online, you can kind of live exactly where you want to in the world, and met some incredible people, and it's all thanks to Amazon KDP. So that's a little bit of an introduction to Amazon KDP. Here's a little bit more information about how the actual business model works. Now, as I said, we're going to be producing digital versions of physical books that get printed on demand. Now, firstly, you need to upload 2 files. One is the book interior, and then one is the book cover. Now, in this video, I'm actually going to show you a tool and piece of software that allows you to make books extremely easily. So make sure you're watching to the end of the video to see exactly what that software is. Literally anybody can make a book and sell it on Amazon KDP. You do not need to be an author. You then upload that book to Amazon, you choose your price, etc., etc. And then when someone buys your book, at that point, Amazon will print it and deliver it. And then you just take a 60% cut of the sale price minus printing cost. This is now anywhere between 60 and 50%. It does depend on how much your book is priced, but you still get a pretty good margin considering you don't have any inventory, you haven't got to spend any money on stock, you haven't got to deal with any logistics, any customer service. This is a really good percentage that you take off the overall sales price. And ultimately, the huge benefits of this, you never touch a book. Amazon does absolutely everything for you. I hate the term passive income, but this is pretty much as close as it gets to a passive income business. Secondly, you hardly need any money to get started with Amazon KDP. And then finally, you can operate your Amazon KDP business as a result from pretty much anywhere in the world. Now, I made this point a second ago, and I want to really reiterate it. You do not need to be an author to be successful on Amazon KDP. All you need to do is find out what people are searching for on Amazon, i.e. the kind of books that people are demanding, and then simply create the books that serve these people and serve that demand. So it can be anything from a coloring book, it can be a journal, it can be an activity book, it can be a word search book, crossword book, maze book, literally whatever kind of book you want. It doesn't have to be this massive 30,000 word book and you have to be an author to make this a success. You can literally create whatever the market is demanding, and these kind of books are extremely easy to make, as I'll show you in just a second. Because it's all about finding opportunities in the market and using tools to create these books. So in that completely free 3.5-hour course, which I mentioned earlier, I will show you the detailed strategy of how you can actually do this research to make sure you're only creating books that people actually want to buy. But once you've done this research, it's all about creating the books themselves using tools. And now I'm going to show you a tool that allows you to make any of these books extremely easily. And that tool is a tool called Kittle. Now, I will leave a link to Kittle down below in the description. It is a free software, but you do have to pay for the AI image generation credits, which I do recommend you do, because the AI image generation on this for things like coloring books and activity books is absolutely incredible. It's extremely affordable, and you also get a 25% discount if you use the link down below in the description. So I massively encourage you to sign up. You also have to remember Amazon KDP, there's no huge investment into inventory or stock or anything like that. So just a small investment into tools that help you, bring this business to life is absolutely worth it and still way cheaper than so many other business models. So yeah, I will leave Kittle link down below in the description. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to make a coloring book. So we're just going to start with the units that we need to set our book out to be. 8.5 by 11 is an A4 book. Again, all of these things I'm mentioning here I cover in significant detail in that free course, which is why I recommend you go and check that out afterwards. I'm just going to set things to inches here, and I'm going to go for 8.5 by 11 inches. Go ahead and press create. And then this basically leaves you with an A4 size sheet. Now let's just say we wanted to make an animal coloring book and upload it to Amazon KDP. It's super easy to do. All you want to do is go over to the Kittle AI image generator, and this is where you have to use credits. This is where you have to have the subscription in order to do that. But again, extremely affordable, and pretty much anybody should be able to use this. Go into the image generator, and if you just type in something like a cute lion, let's just say I wanted to make a safari animals coloring book, I'll literally just go in and press cute lion, and then you can choose a certain image style that you want. And this is what's really good about Kittle is, unlike things like ChatGPT or DALL-E and Midjourney, you have to be really specific with your prompts. But because Kittle has this kind of style built into its AI, all you need to do is just choose the style that you want and then just be super simple with your prompt, which is why I recommend you use this tool, because literally anybody can use it. It's super user-friendly. As you'll see in a second, the images are really good too. So cute lion in a cartoon style. Let's go ahead and just press generate image. And as you can see, here is the image that it has generated, a really nice cartoon style lion. Now to turn this into an actual coloring page, it's super simple with Kittle. Again, it has a built-in vectorize and background remover tool, which most tools and software don't allow you to do. So the first thing we want to do is we want to change this into black and white. So we're going to remove this white background. You actually can't see it just because of the actual sheet itself behind it is white. And then we just are left with our image. Simply go to vectorize, and I recommend going for 3 to 4 colors just to make sure everything is split evenly. And we're basically just going to turn this into a black and a white image. So everything that's black, let's keep that as it is. And then everything else, we're going to turn this to white. And as you can see, this is very quickly going to turn into a vector of a lion. So as you can see, this is a perfect, coloring page that you can have maybe for children or for anyone who wants like really simple designs. Here is the first design for our book. That's simply just the lion. Go ahead and press this artboard, and then go ahead and press duplicate. And let's go ahead and make another one. So we're going to go back, and we're going to go for cute tiger. And here is that image of the tiger. Now this actually has a gray background, so it's even more important we press the remove background here. For this image, just leave the tiger as it is. And again, go up to vectorize and then just make this 3 or 4 colors. The more colors you have, kind of the easier it is to kind of differentiate just having black and white. So we go left here with a load of different colors and also the black there. Change all the other colors to white. This brown also needs to go to white there. And there is your tiger. And then all you need to do is go ahead and just keep continuing this process until you have at least 50 images for your coloring book. And that is literally an interior of a KDP coloring book done for you. And also the amount you would have to pay a freelancer to do this for you is significantly higher than you would have to pay for this tool, which is why I recommend everyone, even if you're completely new to Amazon KDP, uses this tool because it's really, really powerful. And if you want to know how to use this exact piece of software to create a book cover as well, then I will also leave that video linked on screen as well. I have already made that, so you can go ahead and check that out after you've watched this video. But I also recommend you go ahead and watch that free 3.5-hour course on Amazon KDP if you find this to be something you're potentially interested in.